Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about some products in my collection that I feel are just okay. They're not terrible, but they just really did not make that 100% cut for me. And some of these products have been hyped quite frequently throughout the past few months, and a few of them are older. I know they've been out for a while, but they're new to me, and I feel like you guys really gravitate towards these videos, A, because you want to see if I'm talking about a product that you love, or B, you just genuinely want to see a few products that you might want to skip on the next time you run to Sephora or Ulta. So I've got quite a few things to talk about, and if you are interested in these products that I have deemed just okay, then let's go ahead and get started. So number one on my list is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. Now, Milk really, how should I say, marketed this product, I feel like, all throughout February, maybe the end of January. I just feel like so many people were talking about this. They sent out a lot of PR packages. That's how I received this product. And I have to be totally honest with you. This is basically a primer stick that you rub all over your face, and it's supposed to blur all of your pores and imperfections. Honestly, I feel like my Benefit Professional works way better than this. And this also mattified my skin, which I don't personally love. Now, if you're oily, you may like that. So this just didn't give me what I personally like in a primer. I like something to, yeah, fill in the pores, but I just don't want to feel that kind of mask all over my face. And after using this, my face was totally matte, and I just felt like I had almost a film on my skin. So this to me just, I could see where it might work for people with oily skin, but for me, it really was not that great, but it wasn't terrible, I guess. So I'm not totally bashing it out, but probably will not continue to use this. This is a product I picked up in New York while I was at Bloomingdale's, and it is from Charlotte Tilbury. Now, I have the utmost respect for Charlotte Tilbury. I love watching her videos on YouTube, but I have to be honest, every single product I have ever purchased from her, I was not blown away with. As a matter of fact, I did a large order from her website last year, and I returned every single product that I purchased, and I have never, ever done that. I got her Magic Foundation, her Eyes to Mesmerize, eyeshadow creams, a brush, and another product, and honestly, it all looked terrible on me. So when I watch her videos on YouTube, I just look at the model skin and I'm like, oh my gosh, these products look phenomenal. They could make a crow look amazing. And I don't know if it's because there's a filter system being used in her videos or what, but nothing I've ever purchased from Charlotte Tilbury has worked for me. But I knew I had been wanting to try this product because I had heard good reviews on it, and it is her Airbrushed Flawless Finish Powder. So this is supposed to have some type of wax consistency to it. I know there's supposed to be like almond oils in here, and it's supposed to sit on your skin more like a waxy finish as opposed to a powder finish. And I have to admit, it feels really nice on the skin. When you touch it, you're like, ooh, this is really micro fine and milled. But I have to be honest, I've been using it for almost 3 weeks now, and I just think it's okay. It doesn't make my makeup look airbrush or flawless like the name says, and I'm gonna have to keep using it because I've tried this with dewy foundations, I've tried it with natural finish foundations, and I've tried it with matte. It definitely does not look good on matte foundation on my skin. It looks best in my opinion with a dewy foundation. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give this one more go. I'm gonna order her Wonder Glow foundation and try that with this product and see how it does. But as of right now, it's just okay. And this is a very expensive powder. This is $50, $50 powder. And you know, for that price, you would expect something to really do what the name says. So let me know what y'all's experience has been with Charlotte Tilbury's products. Love her as an artist. I think she does amazing work, but I have not been able to get her products to work for me. So this is the new Nars Complete Coverage Soft Matte Concealer, or the Soft Matte Complete Coverage Concealer. And I purchased these as soon as they came out, and I think I even had rush delivery so I could try these. Nars is just very famous to have great skin products, or base products, I guess I should say. And I totally agree with that. I have every single face product Nars has ever put out, and I have to say that their base products are absolutely phenomenal. So when this came out, I feel like one thing I really respect about Nars is they don't overhype products, they don't overmarket products, they don't do these extravagant PR packages, and they just don't need that because they are classic artistry. And so when these came out, I was very excited, and I have to say that I like these concealers one way and one way only, and that is when I am wearing very light coverage. If I'm wearing a very heavy foundation and going for a fuller coverage look, I really feel like these just don't serve any type of purpose for me. Underneath my eyes, they don't really highlight. On my face, I obviously don't have too many blemishes because my skin is so dry and I hardly ever get breakouts. But for me, the way that I like this most is with like my bareMinerals Complexion Rescue or my Nars Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. When I'm wearing a lighter coverage product, I feel like these do layer well with that type of base product. But if I'm going, you know, full coverage, I just feel like these really don't have a purpose. They just kind of melt in with the rest of my makeup, and it's kind of like I didn't even put anything on my skin. Now, I will say I wore these in New Orleans with my bareMinerals Complexion Rescue, and when I took pictures, everybody asked me what was on my skin, and it had to have been the concealer, because you guys know bareMinerals Complexion Rescue is very light coverage. So I will say one good thing about this, I did get some compliments while wearing it, but as of right now, it is just an okay product in my collection. Okay, I'm going to prepare myself for the bashing on this product, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Tarte Shape Tape made it into this category for me. Now, when I was a late bloomer on trying this. I've only had this for a couple months now, and I will give it to Tarte. This is a very full coverage concealer. It really does hit the nail on the head when it comes to full coverage and actually covering things, which you would expect a concealer to do. Now, with that being said, it is pretty thick and it is also pretty matte. And for my dry skin, I just have noticed that I have to be very light-handed with this concealer, and even at that, sometimes it can still look a little drying on my face. And so I would say for people with oily combination skin that this looks absolutely flawless and phenomenal. But when you have dry skin and you kind of already have those fine lines going on, this can be a little bit thick, a little heavy, and a little matte. And so for that reason, it is in my okay category today. I do commend Tarte on the coverage with this product because it is spot on full coverage, but it's thick and it's matte, which doesn't always work for mature skin or dry skin. So this is a powder foundation, and I just give powder foundations a hard way to go because I'm addicted to bareMinerals Original. That is what I'm wearing on my skin today. That has always been my one true love, and I just feel like no other powder I found on the market compares. And I saw this on Sephora and it had really great reviews, so I decided to try it, and it's the Wonder Beauty Wonderlust Powder Foundation. And I think I did talk about this in a video, but I said I was still testing it out and I wasn't for sure. This, to me, okay, the formula, again, very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury powder. It feels silky smooth. On your skin, it feels great. Like, it feels like cashmere on your skin, just super soft. But the formula is just not buildable enough on this powder foundation for me to deem it worthy to even be in the same category as my bareMinerals. This kind of just built up to a light medium coverage on me, if that, and I almost noticed that on certain parts of my face it didn't want to build up. So it's almost like certain parts of my face looked like it had medium coverage, and then certain parts of my face looked like it had light coverage. And I thought that was really strange because the formula is very smooth. You would think that everything would just go on very evenly with this, but that was my main complaint, is that I just couldn't really get it to look uniform, I guess I should say, and I'm honestly spoiled with bareMinerals. That is what looks best on my skin, and I just feel like I don't know if there will ever be a powder foundation that will live up to those standards. But I will say that I do like Wonder Beauty as a brand. I think they're very classic, and they have cool chic packaging, and I've tried other products that I really like from them, but this powder foundation just didn't really make the cut for me. It was just okay in the sense that, you know, it looked okay on my skin, and that was it. It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. So this was a big deal when they released it. I remember I, again, was very late on trying this product. It is a very thick, super rich cream that you're supposed to be able to use day or night. So I've been using this for a couple months now, and it feels good when you put it on. It feels like a nice thick moisturizer, but I just don't feel like it's penetrating my skin. I wake up in the morning and my face just, I don't know, it kind of just feels like there's not really been anything going on throughout the night with it. There's not really any hydration. It just feels like when I wake up in the morning. And I've tried wearing this underneath makeup. I do think it's pretty thick to wear underneath a foundation. So right now I'm just kind of using this as, I don't even know. I've used it maybe once this week, and I think it was just for after I got out of the shower, I had to wash my face really quick and just put on something, and so I put this on, and I just don't feel like the name is very you know, extravagant. Confidence in a Cream. I just don't feel like it makes my skin look or feel confident. So yeah, this is just something I'm a little confused about right now. I'm still going to continue to use it, but it's just okay. This is the RMS Beauty Magic Luminizer, and I think I talked about this also in a video, and at the time I wasn't pleased with it then. Still not pleased with it. So this was I think $38 highlighter, which is pretty expensive for the amount of product that you get, and I think for the quality and performance on this. Okay, so my first complaint with this product is that it is hard. It is the consistency is super hard, and when you put your finger in it, you would think that it's going to be very emollient. It's not. And when I got it in the mail, it was actually a pretty cold day out, and I could tell that it had been sitting in, you know, a UPS truck for a while because it was pretty cold. So I let it sit for a couple of days before I went back and used it, and it's just almost like the hardness of the product never went away. So you really have to get your finger in there and melt the product down for it to even become emollient. That was my first problem with this. My second problem with it is that it simply does not show up on my face. No matter what foundation I use, no matter what I'm doing, if I use this underneath my foundation, it just does not want to show up on me, and I have no flipping clue why. I mean, I don't even know if you can see the swatch on the back of my hand. I just swatched it. It is a very sheer luminizer or highlighter, and for $38, I'm sorry honey, but I need a little bit more than what this is giving me. So if you like sheer highlighters, I mean, cool, maybe you'd be into this, but $38 for something that barely shows up on the skin, I'm not okay with. Alright guys, so I think those are all of the products that I had in my okay category. Let me know if you've tried any of these products, if you use them in a different way and they ended up working out for you. Definitely let me know down below. Also, remember, this is lighthearted. I'm just being honest with my experience with these products, so if you love them, then that is great. You can let me know in the comments down below. I will not be upset about it. I hope you're not upset that I didn't like them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.